This is a bonus episode of Making Sunday Happen, Coronavirus and the Church, creating a free landing page for your live stream. Let's do it.
This is the definitive podcast for helping you plan, create, and execute dynamic worship experiences at your church. Useful, practical content in the areas of production, worship, communications, first impressions, and more. This is Making Sunday Happen.
Well, hey guys, welcome to another bonus episode of Making Sunday Happen. And guys, I don't know about you, but the past week has been one of the most bizarre weeks of my lifetime. We're hanging on the news every single day. It seems to change every 24 hours. We're seeing what's coming next. We're watching the numbers. We're watching the decisions that our president and our government make and how that affects church world. It's been a pretty crazy week. And also this week, our team has been working hard to provide resources for you during this time. I know that there is a lot of noise going online right now. And honestly, we had to weigh that. Do we add to the noise? How much do we get involved? What is going to be helpful? So where we landed was this. Our mission is to help you transform your worship experience. And in the last couple of weeks, your worship experience has been blown up. You're not doing church the same way that you did just a few weeks ago. So we decided to jump in head first. We decided that our ministry was going to be a ministry that people come to for answers, for help, for resources, for whatever you might need to be successful to transition from an in-person gathering to an online gathering, how that works, how to do that. Is it pre-recorded? Is it live stream? All those questions, we're going to try to answer as many as we can. And I'm glad that we've done that. You guys have had a lot of questions. Guys, we don't know all the answers. We don't claim to. But maybe we can answer a few things or point you in the right direction or connect you with someone who might have some answers for you. And I hope that we've done that. Okay, so that's been our heart. Today, I'm talking with Kevin Hertel from Outreach, and they've just launched a tool called FreeOnlineChurch.com. I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. But first, I want to let you know about several resources that we've produced in the last week or so to help you through this time of coronavirus and COVID-19 and moving your services to an online gathering and all that, how to do live stream and all that. So we've tried to create some resources that might be helpful to you. I've been telling you about our ultimate live streaming guide that Steve Dirks from our team put together. Hundreds of you guys have downloaded that book for free at 1230.media/livestream guide. 1230.media/livestream guide. If you haven't picked up that book, be sure to do so. It's absolutely free for you. 1230.media/livestream guide. Also, we've made 2 coronavirus service packs. They each have a full list of graphics and video content. Our normal service pack runs $35 on our website, or it's included in our subscription. But it's $35. We've reduced both of those service packs down to $5 each. Okay, we want to try to help you any way that we can. So both of those packs are $5 each on our website. We've also put together another book called Upload, a step-by-step guide to getting your pre-recorded video and media content online. So one question that we were asked several times is, how do I teach my pastor how to use Dropbox, how to use Google Drive? They're pre-recording their message in their house. We need it to be sent to our team so that we can edit it. So how do we do that? Kind of a uploading for dummies, a kind of resource. So we've put that together for you. Again, the book is called Upload, and this book walks you through, or walks your pastor through, how to upload your video or media content to Dropbox, to Google Drive, to Vimeo, to YouTube, to Facebook, and how to share that content with others or with your internal team. Okay, so a lot of people, especially with Dropbox, struggle with: do I share a folder? How do I share an external link so that you don't have to share folders on your Dropbox and that sort of thing? So that book walks you through each of those methods and walks you through how to do that for all of those platforms: Dropbox, Google Drive, Vimeo, YouTube, and Facebook. Now, the book is only $1. Okay, and I would love for you to pick up that resource if it's something that will be beneficial for your church. We've also slashed the price of our Go Unlimited to $25 a month for this season. It's regularly $49 a month, so we're trying to help you guys out by slashing the price of that so that you can get media content for your church during this time. You can go to 1230.media/go, 1230.media/go, and use the code VIRUS2020, VIRUS2020 at checkout to use that discount. Again, 1230.media/go. We also have some blog posts and communications strategies. The blog posts are, we've put together this big long blog post that we keep adding to. And it has blog posts, it has bonus podcast episodes, it has all kinds of, the books are there for you, the service packs are there for you, all kinds of stuff is in that blog post, 1230.media/COVID-19, 1230.media/COVID-19. The blog posts that are on there are, like I was saying, it has some communications strategies for you, also has an at-home or mobile streaming kit for your pastor. We walk you through what to buy, how to buy it, how to save some money there. Also, bonus podcast episodes include podcasts on live streaming with the guys from Living as One. Also, audio tips for your live stream with my friend James Wassam. And we also have a bonus episode that's a leader roundtable that I've been telling you about with a lot of leaders in our space. So be sure to check out those 3 bonus podcast episodes and all those resources there for you. Some are free, most of them are free, and the others are very, very affordable. I'm talking $1 ebooks, $5 packs, things like that to keep the price way down for you to give you the resources that you need. 1230.media/COVID-19. All right, let's dive into today's episode. Today we will welcome Kevin Hertel from Outreach to the podcast. You might have seen us or others talk about FreeOnlineChurch.com. Basically, this tool takes your Facebook Live or your YouTube Live stream and places it on a landing page by itself. All right, so let me walk you through some engagement times of your live stream, okay? I talked about this with the Living as One guys. You're going to hear me talk about it a little bit more with Kevin. But Facebook and Facebook Live, your average engagement time is 2 to 5 minutes. So just think, if somebody's watching your service, watching your message on Facebook or Facebook Live, the average time that someone stays on that video is 2 to 5 minutes. This might not be true for your church. You might see longer engagement times for your service. That might be a different stat for you. I hope so. But the average time that someone stays locked into a video on Facebook is 2 to 5 minutes. YouTube, it goes up to 15 to 20 minutes. So just think, if you're doing a service with your worship set and your message alone is 30 minutes, the engagement time on YouTube is 15 to 20 minutes. YouTube's algorithm wants you, and Facebook too, wants you to click on other things. They want you to click on the cat video and other things that might pop up. Okay, so 15 to 20 minutes is the average engagement rate on YouTube and YouTube Live. Okay, now check out this stat. Your church website gets, or a dedicated landing page, gets an engagement time of 40 to 55 minutes. So Facebook Live is 2 to 5 minutes, YouTube 15 to 20, your church website or a dedicated landing page, 40 to 55 minutes is the average engagement time. So these stats prove that your website is usually the best streaming destination for your church. So you can put it on Facebook Live, you can put it on YouTube Live, but the site that you want to send people to needs to be a dedicated landing page on your website. Okay? So that's where FreeOnlineChurch.com comes in. This platform gives you a dedicated landing page for your stream to sit on. Okay? You also have a notes feature and a Bibles feature on the side chat with this landing page to keep your congregation engaged a little bit more online. And since Kevin and I have recorded our interview that we'll share with you today, they've already added some social sharing links and also a chat window to the platform. Okay? So they're adding new features. This was a platform that was planning on launching March 20th. Okay, and they've launched it early. They launched it early in order to go ahead and get going because it was such a need. Okay, so they went ahead and launched it, and then they're adding more as time goes on. Okay, so I'm going to share my interview with Kevin talking about this approach, and then Steve Dirks from our team shot a video walking you through step by step how to use FreeOnlineChurch.com, which we'll share. I'll share the video with Steve right after my interview with Kevin, okay? So stick around for that. All right, my interview with Kevin is up first. So this is Kevin Hertel from Outreach Digital. Check this out. Hey guys, today I welcome Kevin Hertel to the podcast. Kevin is the Digital Product Manager at Outreach.com. Kevin, welcome, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you. Yeah, no, appreciate the time. Let me be here. This is exciting stuff.
So I do a lot of Zoom calls and with work chats and stuff like that. And a lot of people, different types of headphones. I would say that we have the coolest headphones of all.
Yeah. Well, I get, these are my Xbox Live gaming headphones.
Yeah.
So, and I was on a call earlier and I was like, hey, do these sound good? Like, is it, cause like, this is like pretty much my first podcast. Like I'm not like an important dude. But I happen to be in the right place at the right time. So I was like, I just use these. And so, they're good for Call of Duty and for Zoom calls.
Yeah. There you go, man. That's it, buddy. All right. So lots of people jumping into the streaming game the last week that maybe haven't been, or they're upping their game if they have been in the game. And a lot of churches trying to figure out, okay, what are we doing? How do we still make Sunday happen in the settings that we're in? So, some churches are live streaming. Some churches are pre-recording their stuff. Some churches are, it's a pastor at home on the couch, preaching a sermon. There's all kinds of varieties of the way that people are doing this. So at Outreach, what are you guys seeing? Kind of give me a state of the church.
Yeah, so we're seeing all the above, and a lot of what we're communicating in our communications groups on Facebook that we have is now is an easy opportunity to expand on Sundays. So we're seeing a lot of people doing weekday services on daily devotionals, online streamed, and so we are super excited because I've seen hundreds of posts about churches whose average attendance is 50 to 80 people have seen 300 unique visitors on their live stream. And, so they're tripling their services overnight, and their reach and their impact. And so they're looking for solutions that will give them an opportunity to reach their communities a little bit more effectively than how they've never done before.
Yeah, I think some of it is this. So I was talking with my friend Phil Battle about this a couple months ago. And when he was researching his book, Rethink Communication, one thing that he found was that a normal church attender is what we consider a regular church attender is once a month, is once every 4 weeks. That's somebody that would say, hey, that is my home church. Okay. So if that is the case, and we're only seeing people in person once every 4 or 5 weeks, it would make sense that we're seeing all 300 unique people at once online.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting time where we're seeing, casual visitors or casual attenders jump on the online stream and watch church from online altogether.
Yeah, because the decision isn't, do I want to go to church today? It's, do I want to get out of bed? Right. So,
Right.
so when
If
we
I don't have to get
provide,
out of bed and just
yeah, if I don't have to get out of bed, I can watch on my mobile phone or my
yeah,
tablet or the Apple
yeah,
TV in the bedroom. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I'm way more likely to go to church, right? So,
yeah.
and we've seen that. So,
So yeah, so the question now becomes on the other side, how do we one make that engaging? How do we make Sunday happen
hmm
from a church perspective? We might not can do an hour, hour and a half. People might not stay there. Hang on the live stream that long.
yeah,
And we're just trying to. Some churches are figuring out how to do it. So that's one thing I want to talk to you about. You guys at Outreach have created a platform where we can do free online streaming. And what I mean by this, and I want to talk through it, but is basically a landing page for your stream. So if you're doing it on Facebook, if you're doing it on YouTube, you still need to know how to do that. But that you guys are creating a landing page where that stream hits, where it takes out all the
yeah,
noise, right? Talk
right.
me through
Yep.
it.
Yeah, so what we've done is FreeOnlineChurch.com,
Okay.
and what that is it's an easy solution. It's what we like to say, it's a set it and forget it solution for churches. So a lot of the free and easy solution post COVID-19 here is YouTube Live or Facebook Live, and so we thought that so we know through statistics that are out there that it's seconds. Things are measured in seconds of how long people watch a live stream on social media platforms. It's
Yep.
seconds, and so we wanted to solve the problem of how do we keep people engaged, and one of those ways is creating a distraction-free environment for those viewers. And so we go from seconds to minutes when we take that live stream and place it onto a page that doesn't have a news feed, that doesn't have notifications for messages, that doesn't have
Mhm.
other more entertaining videos like YouTube or so you just
Right.
it's just less likely for a user to bounce off of your live stream and go there. So with free online church platform that we've got here, it incorporates YouTube and live stream, and I think you guys have a really good PDF about how to get going on live streaming
Yep.
through YouTube and Facebook, and we're like the second part of that. So
Yep.
once you know how to do live streaming through Facebook and through YouTube, then you take that information and you say, okay, well, we want to do this just one step further. And what's nice about the platform, so there's a couple of things. I'll walk you through it. When you do the get started link, you create a church team inside of the platform, and you add your web address and you do some custom links. So from your you get a subdomain of freeonlinechurch.com. So if your church is New Life, you would be newlife.freeonlinechurch.com. And that's the link that you could take, and you could create a button on your current website that says, join us live, or view past services or something like that. Because what's neat about it is when they click onto that page, whatever the last video that was uploaded or streamed or posted live is going to be there on that page. So whether you're live or not, you're going to have communication to people on that page. So if they go from your website to that page, and you streamed on Sunday and it's a Tuesday, they'll see Sunday's message right there on the page, and they can click and play it back. And then the second you go live with a new video, it's going to pull that new video in over that last video. So we're working through the idea of when services start and how to get people there, and so there's some technical sides of things that the church will have to communicate, like, hey, we're going to start service at 9:30, refresh the page so that you get the live stream, right? So it has its technical things that need to happen on the user side of things, but we've tried to do a really good job of not making them have to do much.
Right.
And so once you get started, you get your subdomain. then literally, like, you don't ever have to go back to the Free Online Church platform. You just go about your business live streaming on Facebook or YouTube, but
And it
you're also
automatically shows there.
and you're automatically showing on your landing page, and it's populating, and then it'll save the last message. So we felt like that was the key, was to make this easy, and not have to manage multiple different platforms. From what I understand, there's lots of churches, like lots of different platforms out there that you can
Mm-hmm.
use with
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. We might be the only one that pulls in a Facebook live stream when you're live. And so we felt like that was where churches were going because of the use of the cell phone.
Yeah.
And YouTube, if you're going YouTube live, which may be covered in the PDF that you guys put out. But if you're going live on YouTube, if you're doing it from a mobile device, you have to have like 1,000 followers for it to let you do it mobilely.
Right.
And so a lot of churches are going to be ending up using Facebook Live for that.
So I want people to understand too. You guys had a plan to release this, and have expedited that plan. And so many churches are I'm sure, are very appreciative of you
Yeah,
doing that.
we have 250 signups in the last like 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah. So I know that you guys have expedited your release date. So I know that you guys are adding more features,
mhm.
and trying to catch up with that load. So that's awesome. How is it only Facebook Live and YouTube? Can I pull in, like I just talked to the guys at Living as One?
Mhm.
Can you pull in another URL, or is it just strictly Facebook
Yeah,
Live and
right
YouTube
now
right
we're
now?
not doing any embed codes
Mm.
from a different player. That will come in the future, along with adding your own domain. So you could use your church's domain, and then connect it to /live or whatever. So
Right, but I want people to hear though that you can do, if you know enough or your web person knows enough, you can do a redirect, I'm sure. So you could be newlifechurch.com/stream and redirect
yes,
it to
correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
newlife.freechurchonline.com.
Yeah,
Kind of thing.
absolutely. And so, and that is generally the case. So we definitely did not. We're not. This is not our lane, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
outreach is very about promotional tools and
Yeah,
being inside of the digital world with social ads and
yeah,
social posting and things like that. So this is a little bit outside of our lane. So we didn't want to compete with
right.
Living as One, and we didn't want to compete with Church Online Platform. What we wanted to do was really create something that was free, and if you used it, great. If you didn't, so even if you're using Living as One, for example, and you're going live, they're your streaming provider, and they're pushing the stream out to Facebook, to YouTube, to your website. If you signed up for the Free Online Church, it would just pull your live feed that's coming from Living as One into this platform.
Right.
It's backwards from what a live streaming provider does, which is send the signal out to these other places. We're pulling in a signal from somewhere, which would be either Facebook or
Mhm.
live. So we're going the opposite way.
Yep.
And again, that was really just to provide a place for people to connect their websites to a place that's not Facebook or not YouTube.
Right.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
And a lot of people don't have, maybe not have the know-how, especially smaller churches, to set it up on their website, to create a full landing page, to code it, to make sure it works all right and
yeah,
whatever. So this is a great solution, especially to smaller churches, to have a dedicated landing page for their stream. What I was just talking about with the Living as One guys was the exact same thing that you were talking about, in that Facebook Live and YouTube, there's minutes that we stay engaged on those platforms. But because my eye is going to the cat video and going to the Jimmy Kimmel clip and going to then I'm more apt to click on those things and bounce out of
hmm
that what I'm watching. And so if it's on your website, or if it's on the landing page that you guys have created, I stay locked in, and my audience stays locked in for a longer and extended period of time. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And we've done some things to keep engagement up as well. We've added a notes section
Mm-hmm.
next to the live stream, and we've also added the Bible. So if the pastor is speaking about a specific verse, you can go look it up
Right.
right there next to that, and you can also take notes and save or print them. After the service, so
Yeah.
we felt like that was a necessity to help people stay
Yeah.
engaged.
Yeah. Great solution. Okay, so let's talk through some of the features that is needed. So again, this is a landing page, but in order to have this landing page, you're not going to need a website guy. You're not going to need a coder. You're not going to need equipment. Like, walk me through some of the feature sets.
Yeah, for sure. So we were under the impression that this was a quick and dirty solution. So you don't need to go out and buy a camera. We do recommend that you put whatever you're streaming on a tripod. Don't have a 13-year-old volunteer holding the camera while
Right.
you're doing that. But we do recommend a tripod. But you can use your camera, you can use your laptop, you can use your tablet. You don't need a tech person, because once you go live, you go live. And again, that referencing the PDF that 1230 Media has put out. You guys did a great job with that. But once you go live, like you don't need a tech person. You can go live. You can do the pre-recorded. If you're going with the pre-recorded for YouTube or Facebook, that'll pull in as well. So you don't need to do that. It takes it's about 5 minutes setup. Literally, you fill out 2 forms. We auto check to make sure that your subdomain is available. So your church name, if it's not available, recommendation of putting your state initials or whatever it is to get that. Or sign up now and you'll probably get your church name. But yeah, so one of the things that has a lot of the big question that has come up, what about online giving and things. So we made a call out button that has Give Online, that you just put the link to your online giving, so you don't have to code a new button on your page. It's very specific. This is the giving button. If you don't have one, it won't show up. So you don't have to do that. But then setting up the navigation so you can link back to your website, to the about page, the contact, the past sermons, whatever it is that you want to link back to, you can customize up to 3 navigation links there for that. So really nothing. You need nothing but what's in your pocket with your phone. And this will be this isn't just free like right now during COVID-19. This is it. Right? We put this out and at no benefit to monetizing it. We really we see the heart and the need for the church right now. And so as easy as it sounds, it's really something that can impact a lot of communities and a lot of churches that are struggling right now.
So this morning before our call, I got on and I just wanted to walk the process out so that I knew what to ask you about. And it
Mm-hmm.
was literally 5 minutes. I put in my, our ministry name. I put in our YouTube channel. That was pretty much it. I mean, my name, my email
Yeah.
address. That's about it. Just a small form, and it pulled it right in perfectly. Got my notes over there. Got my Bible over there.
Yeah.
Pulled in the latest YouTube video. I mean,
Right.
super
Honestly,
easy.
I think the biggest struggle is going to be people remembering their Facebook and YouTube passwords. Like,
Right.
like you're
Yeah.
going to have to log into your accounts. So,
Right.
maybe we should put that in the FAQ. Like, what if I
Right.
forgot my Facebook password?
Right. Exactly.
Figure that out.
Okay. So as we leave, walk me through those 3 steps. I mean, we kind of walked it through, but
Yeah.
walk me through the kind of the 3 easy steps to get going.
Yeah, for sure. So you're going to sign up for a free account on YouTube or Facebook, and then you're going to take those accounts before that. When you have those accounts, you're going to come to our site. You're going to click the Get Started button. You're going to pick your church name, your subdomain, and all that. That's the sign up process. You're going to take that link that you're given, which is your church name.freeonlinechurch.com, and you're going to make a button on your current website that says live or church online. And then you're going to go live on YouTube or Facebook, and your service is on the landing page, and you have somewhere to send your members.
Yeah. Awesome, man. I love what you guys are doing. I love your heart. And it's definitely a solution for, a lot of the larger churches that we serve are using different streaming platforms. We're talking to those folks as well. But this is a solution for everybody to have a dedicated landing page, especially smaller churches who may not be as technically savvy. This really provides that dedicated landing page for their congregation to go to. So they need to, once they have it all set up, they need to take that URL. So if it's newlife.freeonlinechurch.com, and that's what they're going to send out to their entire congregation.
Yep.
And that's the link that their congregation needs to go to.
Yep, and that's it, man. And then whenever they're live, I think the one heed of caution would be, now that you have this page and it's on your be aware of when your page is live. Be aware of what you're putting out there, because people now can come to your website more through search engines more easily than they can find your Facebook page, which again is another benefit, right? It's like a lot of the churches that aren't as tech savvy and aren't as that, well, a lot of their members don't even have social media. And so you can't even go to Facebook to find the church page. Now you have a place where people that don't have social media can go and watch your services live.
Mm-hmm.
And so just make sure that when you go live on Facebook, you're remembering that your live page is out there in the world.
Right.
So.
Right. Don't be saying anything on a hot mic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, what else is Outreach doing? Kind of give me a state of the company, the ministry, Outreach, and how you guys are handling these interesting times.
For sure. So at the heart of things, Outreach is a print company that does promotional tools, banners, and invite cards, and signage, and all kinds of things that right now is not necessary because people are in quarantine and people aren't going to churches and people aren't seeing your parking lot signs and things like that. And so what we've done is we've shifted and pivoted, like most of the country, and found ways to help churches digitally. And so there's a few things that are really cool that we're doing right now. We have a 14-day free trial to access of over 2,000 graphics in our graphics library, 100 of which have been specifically dedicated to post on social media for coronavirus. And so it's hope over fear, or faith over fear. It's times of hope. It's those types of messaging that you can download inside of your 14-day trial. Like, this isn't about the keeping you on to subscribe. This is the way we found to make it work. So sign up, download your graphics, cancel your subscription, or stay on, because we have a lot of features that are great, but we're here to help. And so with that Outreach Social library, there's a feature for social auto posting. We know now more than ever it's important to engage with our social community, since we're sending social community, like that's how we're staying engaged with our community, is via social. And so daily posting through the library. So you see all the graphics in the library, those can get posted daily based on your schedule and what you select there. And then from daily posting, you can set like a category, and you select which one's spiritual or Friday posts or Spanish posts or things like that. So super cool. And we've actually discounted that for the first year for new churches down to $750 a month if you pay annually, and then $950 a month if you pay monthly. So it was originally $20 a month. We've done 50% off of that for the first year during this time. So we're trying to make things affordable. We're trying to make things easily accessible, which is super cool. So there's that side of things. If now is the time, which hard to think about, and definitely not seeing a lot of it, but I could see in the coming weeks that this is going to be a focus. But we do have outreach websites, and so if you're sending people to your website and then they go to your live stream, and your live stream page the free live stream page that we've created is like outshining your website and making things feel different and disconnected and awkward, we do have outreach sites and can do a site migration, take all of your information off your current site and put it into a new refreshed look, or we do free site builds, and both migrations and site builds are free with annual purchase. I think it's 400. The site subscription is $480 a year, and you get a free website build. So it's like, again, really low cost solutions for churches that we're trying to accomplish. This isn't I tell this to a lot of the churches that I talk to, but one single product from outreach in any area is not going to put us as a company over the top, right? We want to partner with churches and not have customers. We want to have churches as partners, and that means come to us when you need help with anything outreach related, anything that we can do, we'll do to help you. And that's our business model, right? It's not about singular purchases. So that's why we can make things more affordable, is because of the types of churches that we have involved. So $480 a year for a new site, pretty good. And then the last thing that we're doing that's really seeing a spike in usage is going to be Facebook ads packages. So we actually run the Facebook ads for you. You buy a package, you pick a graphic, and we run with it. Super easy setup. You grant us access to advertise on your behalf through an automated process. We grab a context for your ad through an automated process. And starting as low as $300 is an ad package that you can run social ads. So we're seeing a lot of people changing their join us at Easter social ads to join us online for Easter services social ads. And so there's promoting their online services in their geographically targeted social ads. So it's a very small range from your church that can reach everybody in your community.
Awesome, man. Well, you guys are doing great work. Thank you so much for your time and, man, everything that you're doing for the kingdom. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope that everything that just kind of went down didn't sound like a sales pitch, because again, we're here to help the church. And so if you need help with strategy, or you need help with just understanding what's going on right now, you guys can, your followers and listeners can always reach out to us on our website. There's a chat box. Just click on the chat box. Our outreach specialists are happy to help, regardless of if you purchase anything or not. Our mission statement is to help churches get the gospel in the hands of everybody in their community. So however we can help, we'll do that.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate it.
This week has been a huge shift in our churches, and so I wanted to share something that was that just came online today that could be really helpful and beneficial for your church. FreeChurchOnline.com is offering free church streaming. So what I'm going to show you here is how we go about doing that step by step. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to you're going to go to FreeOnlineChurch.com. Type in the search bar FreeOnlineChurch.com. Hit get started, and that'll start you in the process. Type in your church name, email address, password, and then confirm your password. After that, you'll hit accept terms of service. You'll register to actually start creating your account. Once you do that, it's going to pull open some information for you to put in your church. Your church name is already there, but your website for your church, you'll also want to put, if you have a subdomain, if you want to change any of that, you can. And then you'll have an about. You can put links on your page. So if you want people to know about your church, you can link to that. You can link to your sermons, link to contact us. If there's a giving URL, you can link to that as well. So do all that, link to what you want, and then the next step will be to hit create. You'll hit create. You can now choose between Facebook or YouTube streaming. If you do YouTube, you need to keep in mind these parameters here. Facebook is what I selected, so if you hit click Facebook, you'll ask through connecting to Facebook. It'll open up your Facebook connection portal. You log in, create the page, select the page you want to stream to, hit yes to that, and then hit done, and it's now linked to Free Church Online. You'll hit OK, and then you'll go to connect. You'll hit the connect button over next to the 1230, over next to your logo that's connected to the pages, and then you'll hit create live stream page. You'll now be directed to that page. So that page is only active, it's showing the most recent video that was played. So like, for example, we have our bonus episode that we released last night, Coronavirus in the Church, audio tips for live streaming, is what we played last night on our page, so that's what it pulled up. So what you'll then do is you'll next need to go to your iPhone or device that you're streaming to Facebook with. You'll go to that device, you'll go live on that device, and when you go live, you will start streaming to this link. So once you go live, it'll look like this. As you can see here, once I went live, everything showed up on this page. So my live feed coming from my phone was showing up on here. You'll notice that on this page there's notes and Bible. You can actually have people looking at the Bible and taking notes and printing that off after the sermon. A little bit about the home page. So the home screen, there's a couple things here to keep in mind. You've got your URL that you can copy to your website for people to link, and you can create a shortcut to that link from your website. And you got your church, your information here over on the left side. That's where your details are of your page. So once you link to that page on your website, people will then be able to watch your stream that's coming from Facebook on that page. You can connect people on your website to this landing page to watch your stream. So that's going to be the easiest, quickest way. If you're trying to stream with your phone as a pastor or worship leader, if you're trying to stream off your phone this weekend to your church, that's going to be a quick, easy way for you to do that, but then also stream to a website base so that people who don't have Facebook can access this. I created an ebook this week that's tips for church online streaming. If you're interested in using and looking at that for more tips on practical tips on how to actually connect to Facebook and actually start the stream, I'll put that in this post, a link to that book. You can download it. It's free. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We're praying for you this weekend, and let us know how we can help and serve you in your church. Have a good one.
The show notes for this episode are available now at makingsundayhappen.com.
Well, hey guys, as I leave you today, be sure to check out all the COVID-19 resources that our team has produced for you guys. You can go to 1230.media/COVID-19. 1230.media/COVID-19. All the resources that we've put together, we continue to add to that blog post so that everything is right there together for you. So all that is all the blog posts, all the podcast episodes, all the books, all the service packs, everything is on that one blog post that you can just scroll through and pick up things as you need it. Okay, 1230.media/COVID-19. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on this special bonus episode of the podcast. All right, we'll be back to regular podcasts starting on Monday, and we'll probably shift some content around a little bit in the coming weeks to bring more relevant content up in the queue while most of the nation is still in lockdown, okay? So to be honest with you guys, we have podcasts booked through next year, through 2021, the beginning part of next year. We know which guest is going to be on. We know what topic we're talking about, that sort of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do a turnover of the entire schedule and make sure that the most relevant content for you now is kind of brought up in the queue. But there are 2 additional NRB episodes, parts 3 and parts 4, that we want to go ahead and get to. So episode 239 will be NRB Backstage Pass Part 3. And then episode 240 will be NRB Backstage Pass Part 4. So those 2 episodes are coming up, and then after that, it's kind of a free-for-all. We'll change the schedule depending on where the nation is and the content that you most need. We'll determine that as the weeks come on. So be sure to join us back for regular podcasts starting on Monday. Well, thank you so much for joining me for these last 4 bonus episodes. We wanted to jump in here and give some specific content. Again, the leader roundtable that we did, also audio tips on live streaming with James Wassam, and we talked about your video live stream with the Living as One guys. Be sure to go to makingsundayhappen.com to watch all those episodes and kind of get some information and some help for your church as you're dealing with the coronavirus and how it's affecting our world. If you need any help with your live stream at all, or anything involved with your online worship experience, you can text me. Here's my cell phone number, 803-673-9041. You can email us. Carl@1230.media is my email. You can reach out to our team. Steve Dirks from our team is our project manager. He'll be glad to help you with anything at all. If I don't know the answer, if Steve doesn't know the answer, we will find the answer for you. We have multiple video guys, graphic designers, and more on our team. So if we don't know the answer, we will find someone who does, okay? So I want you to reach out to us. We'd love to be a help and just a friend for you. You can even bounce ideas back. Hey, I'm thinking about doing this, but I don't know if it's going to work. Throw it out. Maybe we know that another church is using that same method and what they found and if it works or doesn't work. Before I leave you too, I want to tell you about a blog post that I put together. I went through about 50 churches last Sunday. I put on Facebook, hey, drop your stream link here, and let me get to as many as I can. Honestly, I was thinking I'd have a few comments with some links. I think there's over 500 comments on that one post. So a lot of you guys wanted us to check out your stream, and I did. I got to as many as I could, so went through about 50 churches. So if you go to our website, 1230.media/blog will get you right to the blog, and that report is on there. It's a blog post, and I walked through 50 different churches and how they did church online last week. I'll also walk through some observations on some things that I saw and that I noticed that might be of help to you, okay? So that is 1230.media/blog to get there. All right, I know I threw a lot of links at you. It's all on our homepage at 1230.media if you have any trouble finding anything, 1230.media. All right, guys, we'll continue to create amazing worship experiences this weekend, whether you're online, whether we move in the next 24 hours, whether we all go back to normal. Who knows what's going to happen over the next few days and few weeks. But whatever happens, continue to do church. We're in this together. You guys can make it, and we'll help you along the way however we can. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.
Making Sunday Happen is a production of the ministry of 1230 Media. For show notes, archive episodes, and more free resources for your church, visit MakingSundayHappen.com.